So I didn't check in again last night. Ended up doing 31.5 past the Centipede Gulch parking lot there. But yeah, so today I'm trying to head into Dunsmuir. So I got, I think it was like 27 or 28 miles from there to the I-5, where I got to check far out and see if there's any trail angels in that area that can come pick me up, because apparently hitching into Dunsmuir is not super easy because it's right on the I-5. So but yeah, I left camp around 6 because I want to try and get in there a little earlier to get some stuff done. But I need a break. My body is having a rough go lately. My blisters are back, both feet, just out of nowhere one day they just like super painful again. And then tendon on the top of my foot, right here, has been really tight. And yeah, so I don't know if it's because I've been walking differently with the blisters or what, but I definitely need some time to rest. So, but we'll head in there. Next resupply will be most likely Syed Valley, which is it's a ways. I think it's like 150 miles. So we'll plan for doing a big resupply. And squirrels jumping around. Push on to Syed Valley, and then the next one will be Ashland after that. So I only got 2 more resupplies for Northern California, and then we'll be out of here. So but yeah, that's the plan. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to film too much. I got 2 batteries that have like 17%, so that's fine. I have got some footage for the last few days, quite a bit of it. So but yeah, I'll film a little bit, but it makes more sense to just try and get the miles anyways. But yeah, that's the plan, and I'll check in the evening. Good morning. So made it into Dunsmuir. My wife booked me a room at the Cave Springs Motel and a cabin there, which they're actually pretty cool. They're like really old cabins, but definitely have quite a bit of character to them. They're pretty cute. But I'm just heading to breakfast right now. I think it's the only diner in town. It's like Penny's Cafe or something, I think. It's like a mile walk, but I gotta do a resupply. I think I gotta go into Shasta at some point today because I need to get some fuel. So I need to do some other stuff too, but I think the plan for today is I'm just gonna plan on hiking like basically like 2 miles or whatever, and then just getting a decent sleep tonight so I can do big miles from here, because I think I'm gonna try and do a big resupply from here to Sayed Valley, which is like almost 150 miles. So plan on 6 days, 5 nights, which will be a big food carry. But I think if I just do that, and then I'll get like 3 days from Sayed Valley to push me on to Ashland, I think it makes more sense than doing 100 to Etna and then doing 50 to Sayed Valley and then another 30. So we'll plan on that. I'll probably shoot a little bit around here. I haven't really been shooting in town, but I want to start doing a little bit more of that, 'cause some of these towns are pretty cool. But yeah, we'll go get some food, resupply, and check in a bit. All right, finally managed to get a hitch and I'm back on trail now. Dunsmuir was a cool little town. Had a nice stay there, and yeah, definitely needed a rest. I was talking to Beer Can there. He rolled into town this morning, but I just saw him before I started trying to hitch at like 7:30. Yeah, I was a little late, but I just wanted to get back on trail tonight. But yeah, I was talking to him about how it's funny because when you go into town and you take a zero, sometimes it's really hard when you start hiking again. Like, I don't know what happens, but that one day off I feel like you just get more sore that day. Like your body finally gets to recover, and it takes a few days to kind of get back in the swing of it. But I needed a break. I needed a day to just sit around, and even though I had to resupply and basically spent the entire day charging stuff, but man, yeah, I'm happy to be back on trail again. Because there's a little bit of a climb here, but tomorrow I'm planning on doing 30, and it's a big climb out of here. So and it's supposed to be hot, and I think this stretch is got quite a bit less water as well. So my plan was to get back on trail tonight and then
get up early tomorrow, so I can get some miles in before the climb isn't for a few miles. So I don't know how much it's going to help, but I'd like to get up early. It's like 9 o'clock right now. I'm going, there's water in like 1 mile from here now, so I'm planning on going there, and hopefully there's something around there where I can camp, and then at least that way I can just get water tonight and just wake up and go. My pack is ridiculously heavy right now because I'm pushing the side valley. So sorry, I got this here. So I'm pushing the 150 miles to Side Valley. I was gonna go into Shasta and get fuel and stuff, but Kathmandu, who was finishing the PCT this year, he did half of it last year southbound, and a bunch of other trails and stuff. He finished here, so he gave me a bunch of food that he didn't need, and he had a canister that was like half full, so he gave me that, which should be enough. I think I'm gonna have to be careful. I might have to do cold coffees in the morning, but as long as I have enough for dinners and some lunches, I'll be fine. So, and then I called Side Valley and they have fuel in the general store, so I was just gonna do like a 3-day resupply there to push me to Ashland, and then from Ashland, depending on what the resupply is like there, I think I'm gonna take another 0 and I'm gonna try and push in there early, so it'll be like a Nero and a 0, because I want to try and do like 6 or 7 resupplies. I haven't really looked ahead to see which are the most difficult hitches to get into town, but my plan was to do a lot of the remote ones, just take a full day in Ashland and figure that out and what I'll need and ship stuff, because I think it'll just make a lot more sense to get boxes on trail to like resorts and stuff, and then I'll have to pick and choose, try and send to ones that have like snacks and stuff, so if I need a little bit of extra I can just grab it there. Some of these last few days I was a little disappointed just because I was trying to make miles, and a lot of this stuff looks the same, and it's hard to find inspiration when everything looks the same. I try and film a little bit of everything, but most of the inspiration comes when the scenery changes. Yeah, plan for tomorrow, we'll get up early, we'll do the big climb, and yeah, I'm getting pretty excited because we're only 190 miles from the Oregon border, so it's close. Like, it's really close. And California's been beautiful, but it's time for another state, I think. So that's the plan, and I'll check in the morning.